What's going on, everyone? In today's episode, we're doing something really different. And I really hope that you're gonna watch this video. I know that this is certainly not, the most garden-centric video you're going to watch from our channel, but this is something that I've been really passionate about for a super long time. And even just starting this video, I'm getting super kind of welled up and emotional about what is gonna be going on today. Because for the past 6 months, we've actually been working on this farm to demonstrate to show people, really, and to demonstrate how real food can be grown at scale. And not only that, but fresh food, healthy food. And our amazing staff has been picking up the slack of me being gone. Many of you have come into the shop and said, hey, where's Luke? He's usually there Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And usually I am. But for the past 6 months, I haven't been at the shop at all. Not one time. And this is kind of a thank you. We're going to be putting on a farm to table basically tasting menu featuring almost all fresh ingredients that either are coming from the farm or can at some time come from the farm for our staff. So what you're gonna see is kind of a behind the scenes of just the food being prepped. It's fairly rustic because there's no electricity, there's no running water. So it's kind of like if we could do it here, you could implement something like this at your house, and hopefully you're just gonna get some inspiration behind it. So without further ado, let's start meal prepping. And I really hope you guys are gonna enjoy this. And like I said, hopefully you just get some inspiration. Really excited, let's go. So everything you're gonna see here has been basically made from scratch. There's not a whole lot of store-bought things. Obviously we did have to go get some lettuce. We checked our local farmer's market and lettuce just really isn't in season around here. So we got some fresh spring mix from our grocery store. We got some microgreens, which we absolutely could have done. But aside from that, and a few extra balsamic glaze, basically everything you're gonna see is made from scratch. So that goes right down to the salad dressing we made. We'll explain that in a little bit. Even this fresh baguette bread. I made some baguette bread using sourdough starter, and really excited about this. So right now we're just gonna serve some finger food for everybody. The finger food is going to be the bread with olive oil and balsamic vinegar, because dipping oil. And then we're also gonna have veggies and hummus and everything like that. Just kind of set the party, get people's stomachs at least not churning, because basically it's gonna be a 4-course meal. So we're gonna be going basically from salad and then finishing with dessert, with 2 courses in between. So super excited about this, and let's get these out to the people, and then we'll start working on salad. Okay, so we're gonna start prepping up the salad. We have a couple finished here already, but first thing going down is a base of nasturtium leaves. They are edible and they have a really great peppery texture, but it also is kind of a frame for the salad. Then we're gonna take some spring mix, throw that on kind of in a slight pile there. Then I have some ribbons of cucumber. We're just gonna give that a little twist, give it a little interest. And then I made some ribbons of fresh carrot. And then we're gonna throw some microgreens on. The cucumbers came from the garden. The carrots actually came from the garden at the shop. And then we're going to add our dressing. Now this is just a sweet balsamic. It is 1 part sugar, 1 part lemon juice, 1 part water. And then to all of those, we add 1 part olive oil. So if you add up those 3 parts, if you had a cup of those 3 parts, we had a cup of olive oil on top of that. We had a little salt, a little pepper to taste. And then we basically just added in some red wine. I added about maybe 3 or 4 teaspoons of red wine vinegar, not red wine, but red wine vinegar. And then we're just garnishing it with a nasturtium flower and a bachelor's button, both edible flowers that are really, really beautiful. Thank you guys all for coming so very much. Really excited to have you guys all here. This, the farm day is not as much kind of showing you the farm as much as it is showing you guys appreciation. So I've been kind of planning this for about the past week and a half or so, when I realized that I hadn't really been at the shop in about 6 months. And so many of you guys see the day-to-day, you guys see the orders that come in, you guys see the demands of every day. And I'll be honest, I see them on the back end, but I don't see them on the front end. And so when I'm out here, I'm doing something new with my amazing crew here, and we're doing something amazing that's gonna help MIgardener but I don't want to let it overshadow the fact that you guys are doing the amazing work of keeping MIgardener afloat. So this whole kind of farm to table tasting menu is all about kind of showing you guys thanks, and also kind of highlighting the amazing flavors that are going to be on the farm, can come from the farm, just to kind of highlight, you know, the farm to table nature of what can happen here. So I also do want to say as well that, you know, when you're tasting these foods, they are intentionally created with well, I guess with intention. So, you know, even if something seems a little bit maybe mysterious or foreign or new, give it a try. I promise you. If you don't like it, spit it out. I won't be offended. But everyone's getting the same plate because part of our mission here is to show you what is the potential of food. Using your garden not as like a tomato to go on a burger, but what could be a whole meal or a whole plate. And so I just wanted to thank you guys so much for coming out. So up next, we're gonna make our handmade raviolis. So we got some raviolis here we made last night, threw them in the freezer. They are a spinach and ricotta ravioli, Italian flag. So we've got red raviolis, white raviolis, and green raviolis. We use spinach puree for the green. We used plain for the white, and then we used beet juice for the red. The spinach and ricotta was made with spinach from the garden, and we're gonna top that off with some fresh chopped basil. I've only got one cooktop, so we're gonna have to be very efficient with our time here. Of course, we're just gonna salt our water so the pasta takes on the saltiness from the water. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, while that's heating up, I'm gonna go grate some Parmesan. Hey, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. In the hustle bustle, we forgot plastic plates. So we're using paper. That's okay. It don't matter. It's gonna be the food that matters. It's all going to the same place. All right, we're gonna pull the marinara off. So I'm just julienning up, kind of chiffonade, just cutting basil into ribbons. I'm not a professional cook, as you can tell. Here we go. There's like a lot of flint corns, right? Yeah. And so we want to kind of highlight that on the menu. So we have polenta, which is a cornmeal grit, basically almost like a mashed potato substitute. And then we're serving that with a demi-glaze, which is a chicken stock reduction that basically turns into like a chicken gravy almost. It's the best thing in the world. But is there anyone that doesn't eat chicken? Because I do have a chicken-free demi-glaze. I know. I'll give it a go. Okay, all right. Because I had one for Elle as well. So I just want to make sure, because I was going to make yours first then. Okay. That way I can use the same pan to melt the demi-glaze. So the demi-glaze goes on the polenta and the chicken, and then I'm going to grill some zucchini as well. And then it's going to get topped with a fresh sage oil, fresh lemon oil, and then capers on top for kind of a citrusy, kind of a pickled bite. So yeah, it's gonna be really delicious. But it's gonna take a hot second because I have to get the grill back up to temp. But I also wanted to take this time. Obviously, there's been a whole lot of said about the food and the farm and stuff. But I did really want to thank Cindy. This whole table setting, all the the curation of this is always Cindy. I mean, I think it does go without saying, but I myself would like to just acknowledge the fact that we would not have this pretty of a table setting if it was not for Cindy. So Cindy, thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you. So there we go. That is the demi-glaze with the polenta, chicken thighs, grilled zucchini, the lemon zest, and then we have the sage oil. We have the lemon oil. and then we have the capers on top for a little bit of an acidic bite. All right, let's go. For the dessert, we have a homemade peach cobbler, peaches from the farm. Just picked them 2 days ago. And then we're pairing that with a basil custard. So we made a frozen custard using about 2 pounds of basil from the garden. And then we added that to a base of just milk. We then basically heated that up with sugar, egg yolks to make ourselves that custard. And then we added in the heavy cream and a little bit of vanilla extract just for some flavor. And we are going to get this rocking and rolling. So, all right, here's my first bite of the day. When you're busy cooking for people, you don't have a chance to try things yourself. But plus, I tried everything at home when I was making the menu up, doing the research. But I gotta say, this is incredible. This right here. Wow, this is so good because you get the caramelization from the peaches and the salt. It makes like a salted caramel almost. And then we have the savory from the balsamic vinegar, or balsamic glaze, I should say. And the basil ice cream is just off the charts. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. It was honestly, for me, it was a time of my life. It was not the most streamlined setup. Definitely made some mistakes with like forgetting stuff like plates. Obviously, we had to go run and get plates at the dollar store. But all in all, I think this was, I'd give it an A+ still. So really excited about this. Cheers, you guys. And let me know if you were inspired to make these. I don't have any recipes because I make everything just from passion. So if you want to try making these, recreate them, go for it. Let me know how they taste. So, all right. Catch you guys later. Grow bigger. We'll see you later. Bye. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, consider clicking this one. You'll probably enjoy it just as much. I want to thank you for your viewership because without it, this channel would not be as amazing as it is. Also, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It's free and we upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. We also have vegetable seeds, fertilizer, or tools. If you need any of those, consider visiting MIgardener.com. Links will be in the description box below. We've got you covered. And as always, we'll see you all in the garden. Take care.